Roles and responsibility of community public health worker. My name is Florida Lewis, community and public health. My instructor is Betsy Moreland. Today's date is 7/27/2015. My table of contents consists of my thesis statement. I'll be describing the role of community and public health in the well-being of populations. I'll describe public health organization structure, examine the legal and ethical dimension of public and community health service. I will analyze funding of public and community health services, and I will discuss the role of communication in community and public health programs. My thesis statement states, the new public health is compelling because it uses the discourse of empowerment and participatory methodological to promote health citizenship. The role of states in providing healthy environment is also mentioned. The roles and responsibility of community and public health and the well-being of population. The World Health Organization defined health as a state of being, a state of well-being. Well-being can be defined as the state of being comfortable, healthy, or happy. According to WHO, there are two focal concerns: the realization of the fullness potential of an individual, physically, psychologically, social, spiritually, and economically, and the fulfillment of one's role, expectation in the family, community, place of worship, workplace, and other settings. In 1988, the Institute of Medicine identified three core functions of public health. Assessment. Every public health agency should regularly and systematically collect, assemble, analyze, and make available information on health status, community health needs, epidemiological, and other studies of health problems. Policy development. Every public health agency should exercise its responsibility to serve the public interest in the development of comprehensive public health policies by promoting use of the scientific knowledge based in decision-making about public health policy. Agents must take a strategic approach developed on the basis of a positive appreciation for the democratic political process. The assurance. Public health agencies should assure their constituents that services necessary to achieve agreed upon goals are provided either by encouraging action by other entities, private or public sector, by requiring or by providing services directly. Each public health agent should involve key participant makers and the general public and to determine a set of high priority personal and community-wide health services that government will guarantee to every member of the community. Definition of a community by the World Health Organization. Community health refers to the health status of defined by a group of people in conditions to promote, protect, and preserve their health. Community refers to a group of people often living in a defined geographical area who may share a common culture, values, and norms. and arranged in the social structure according to relationship over a period of time. Race, ethnicity, and religion are related to the health characteristics of the community. Who describe community health as the communication of science, as the combination of science, skills, and belief directed toward the maintenance and improvement of health of all people through collection of social actions. The legal and ethical dimension of public health communication, community health services. Confidentiality. This issue often is the most often violated. Information that a participant relate to a public community health worker in the intervention program, whether written, spoken, or taped, will be kept confidential. Consent. Consent consists of programs, participant giving program staff consent to share their records or information with others for purpose of service provision. Participant giving informed consent to submit to participate particular medical or other services treatment, research or program condition, and community members consenting to the location of operation of the intervention in their community. Disclosure. Disclosure to participant of the condition of the program they are in. Disclosure of participant information to other agency and disclosure by the program by the affected individual. Competence. By offering service of any kind, an organization is essentially making a contract with the participant to do the job as it said it would do. They are implying that the goal is you have set will be met. Conflict of interest involve a situation where someone's personal life may be influenced by the way the intervention program should be carried out. An example of this is how funds should be spent. Grossly unethical behavior. This involves dishonesty or lack of moral scruples. Always work in a professional manner. General ethical responsibilities. This involves actively striving to do what is right for participants and for the community, and treating everyone in an ethical way. Privacy or HIPAA. This is one of the most basic concepts associated with providing a service to other people. Privacy is the claim of individuals, groups, or institutions to determine for themselves when, how, and to what extent information about them is communicated to others. Congress passed the Social Security Act in 1935. One of the provisions of the act was inclusion of funding for grants to states for public health service. The National Mental Health Act in 1946 financed training programs, mental health research, and community health services. In 1965, the establishment of Medicare and Medicaid program funded by healthcare services for the elderly and economically disadvantaged. The Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act in 2010 implemented health insurance coverage at reasonable rates to individuals who may not have had who may have had difficulty obtaining insurance or may have had a pre-existing condition. Healthcare fundings are utilized for a variety of health initiatives. The majority of direct funding is used for uncompensated care for uninsured or underinsured patients. In the fiscal year of 2015, 31 states provided nearly $400 million to health care centers. The remaining revenue source for direct health center funding came from either a tobacco or hospital tax. Community and public health workers must interact with various groups of people, including other health professionals, consumers, employees, and employers. They must be skilled in written communication, oral communication, and mass media. They must be able to translate difficult scientific concepts so that the constituents can understand the information necessary to improve and protect their health. An example of this is when a public health care become a go-between, is when a doctor may tell a patient to start a health eating program, even though the patient have a general idea of what these recommendations mean. They might not have the knowledge or skills to implement these regimens. Communication enables individuals to learn and retain information.